All right, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I am elated. This is K Rev on K's Couch. I am so excited today. Why am I excited? I'm excited because I'm alive. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody didn't wake up this morning, and some people that was able to get up or was awakened by their alarm clock couldn't get up out of their bed. So you have a lot of reasons to be thankful. You have a lot of reasons to be thankful. So this could be thankful Tuesdays. Some people do thankful Thursdays, but every day is a day of Thanksgiving because life is not a supposed to be. It's actually a gift. And individuals sometimes take that for granted. And I was just really thinking for myself this morning of having an opportunity to just sit back and really be at awe on how God has given life. I can breathe through my lungs, my heart beats, my blood is flowing appropriately. I didn't die in my sleep. I have things to be thankful for. And so you should be thankful too. You should allow yourself to really sit back and think on how good God has been to you. Listen, this is the couch, and we're excited. We're excited today to have an amazing young lady on today. She's going to be talking to us about some major points of life. She is a wife. She is an author. She is what I would call a financial planning protector. So she helps protect your finances and give you the best recommendations needed to take care of you as a business person and also an individual. So she is a part of a huge network, and I'm just excited to have this young lady on to discuss and talk to us about her views and perspectives of life and about business. We have none other than Miss Crystal Brown-Pinkney. So we'll be bringing her on here in just a second after our introduction to K's Couch. So it's all happening today on the couch, K's Couch. Hey, Crystal, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Listen, I'm doing good. As I said before, I'm just thankful to be alive. So many people don't have that testimony, so I'm excited about that. How about you?
I totally agree. Every morning I'm thankful. I thank God first thing in the morning for another day, the opportunity to breathe his precious air, and to have another opportunity to get it right.
Absolutely, absolutely. When you can get up out of the bed and you can move and maneuver, if you didn't do right yesterday, you have another chance to do it right today. So I'm definitely honored to have you on. I know
Thank you.
things that time is money and money is time sometimes, but when you can have an opportunity to break down and to share some nuggets with the audience. Listen, that is such an amazing thing. So thank you for coming through.
Okay.
Just to share some, yeah, absolutely. So how's your day been so far? Before we get
Oh,
into this interview.
I get up early, stay up late. Although my trainer is encouraging me to go to bed earlier. But I have an early day.
Okay.
Working out, prayer,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I do have a mastermind group with my team. So we were on a we don't call it the book club, but we were on a mastermind group where we study
Gotcha.
and we read a book every
Okay.
month. So my day starts off great with
Absolutely.
inspiration.
Oh, that's
So
good. So I guess I can call my mom my trainer then, because she's been calling me and instructed me. Listen, you need to bring bring an hour to your day of closing. You need to find yourself to closing your day.
yes,
And sometimes I haven't given myself permission to do that.
great.
But now I'm trying to adhere to what the queen says. So
That's right.
shouts out to my mom, SC Rivers. I'm thankful for her. So just to
Amen.
kind of get into the interview, and just a few questions that we're going to kind of ask her. We want to get a bit of your perspective on a few things,
Okay.
and to your audience that's chiming in, shout out to everybody that
Shout out.
follows Miss Pinkney. Shout out to everybody that's out there. And just a few questions. I want to first one though for me is, how important do you think it is for someone to listen to that drive within, that pushes him? Like, well, how important do you think that is? Do you think that's
Mm.
kind of important?
Carrie, I think that's extremely important. On a scale of 1 to
Oh,
10, I'd make it 11.
yeah.
We really have to dig deep into the inner workings of who God created us to be. First and
Hmm.
foremost, I want to give honor to God, who is first in my life. And I want to say
Cool.
that God created me. So he created me for a purpose. So it's
Hmm.
through his instruction that I gain the understanding of what my purpose is. And first is to glorify him. Second of all is to take care and honor my family. And third is to take care of my business. I got to mind my
Absolutely.
own business, Carrie. All right. So see, all of us have to seek God and within ourselves to find out what our purpose is.
Right.
I have 2 books I want to recommend. Well, I'm gonna recommend the Bible. That's me. I
Okay.
ain't trying
I got
no
you.
shade to nobody else, but hey, if you're willing to open the book, it's something in there for you. Okay, that's number one.
Absolutely.
All right, if you're
Absolutely.
willing to open a book, it's something in there for you. But I want to recommend 2, spiritual books, self-help books is Purpose Driven Life. That's an
Okay.
amazing book. It talks about your purpose and tapping into the inner drive that's in you. And then the second book is Miles Monroe's book, Pursuit of Purpose. you know,
Nice that. Okay.
in Purpose Driven Life, the author talks about, you have to go back to the source, like who created you. God created
Hmm.
you for a purpose. Everything has instructions. A TV has instructions. Anything that comes in a pack, it has instructions. So where is your instruction, and what are you going? What are you tapping into, so that you can find out what your instructions are, and then carry out and find out what your purpose is. And Miles Monroe talks about your pursuit of purpose. So he's a great spiritual leader, great mentor. It's a lot of people out there that are really good. But that drive of who you are can keep you sane. It can keep you focused. It can keep you, anything. They say that, I don't think this is a scripture, but we oftentimes say it. Idle time is a devil's workshop. So,
Hmm.
but the Bible does talk about being sober and not being double-minded. And if you don't want to be double-minded, you have to have a plan. So tapping
Hmm.
into that inner drive is everything, because it'll keep
Hmm.
you on track, and it'll give you intention. Guys, we gotta live on intention and not by accident. We gotta live on purpose.
Wow. That is like I can't even come back and say anything behind it. I don't have an offering for you right now. So I mean, but you're definitely
Carrie, I know you live on
definitely
purpose.
right.
I see you moving. I see you shaking. You doing your thing.
Well, I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, we have to really position ourselves. Thank you, and I'm honored that you even acknowledge that. Thank you. We have to. We don't have a choice but to be what we were created to be. We need to be. I mean, I guess you could say you do have a choice, but if you choose outside of who you are, then you'll never really be happy. And you'll
Right.
always be seeking validation from
Right.
somebody when you are working outside of yourself. So that's something that I really been teaching myself to do as I work even more on my own business and in my entrepreneur journey. Yes. So purpose
Yes.
driven life. I've heard about that book.
Great book.
Miles Monroe. Yeah. And then Miles Monroe, yeah, I'm a huge fan of a lot of his work. So listen, that was the reason why I connected with you. I hear you. I hear you. I
I
hear
want, I
you.
want to get the author. I'm sorry. I do know who it is, but I can't remember his name right now. Was it the Road
Okay.
guy? Let's see. Um,
We could look it
Oh, Rick
up. That's
Warren.
fine.
Rick Warren. There you go. Purpose Driven Life, Rick Warren. It's been out for a long time, but it's an
Right.
amazing book.
Absolutely.
Malcolm X said, you want to hide something from a black man, but it could be any man. Put it in a book.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
we gotta open
Those,
up some books.
yeah, we got to open up
Gotta
some
read
books and
them.
we have
It's
to read
self-development. Yes.
and we have to self-develop. And I have to know that I like to read. I'm an avid reader myself, so I like to really get down there. So I'm gonna actually put that in my
Come on the list.
repertoire of my library. I'm gonna have to do that. So
Yes, sir.
now that I know your drive, now that I know what drives you, now that I know what pushes you, and now that I know those reasons, so let me know now what keeps you motivated, like what keeps you going, as a business owner, as a wife, and an author, what keeps you motivated.
Well, the best way to stay motivated is be around motivated people.
Mm. I
So
love that.
we have a saying in my line of work is show me your friends and I'm going to show you your future.
Wow.
So whoever has your ear
Wow.
has your destiny. So that's
Wow.
important that you surround yourself around like-minded people. And so again, I got
Mm-hmm.
to go back to my center, which is my spiritual faith. So I don't miss church. I go
Okay.
consistently, even during the pandemic. I stay
Gotcha.
connected to my pastors and my membership and my fellowship because that's who I am. So if I want to be
Right.
motivated, I have to go to the place where motivation is. I have to be amongst people who could keep me motivated. So my spirit man has to be motivated. So I have to stay. It's like if you don't eat, you become
Mm-hmm.
malnourished. So if you want to be full and healthy, then you have to
Mm-hmm.
feed the thing that you want to be full and healthy. So if I want my spirit man to be on 10, I want my spiritual life to be on 10, then I have to feed spiritual things. You know, a man is what he thinks. As a man thinks he is.
Love it.
So if you don't
Love
have
it.
the thought, you're not going to have the walk. If you don't
Mm.
eat it, it ain't coming out. So I got to make sure the spirit man is right. And then if I want to be a business person, which I am, thank God, I've been in business for over 25 years. I had to
Love it. Love
plant
it.
that seed of being in business, and then I have to be amongst business people, and then I have to water that seed and grow that seed, let that seed to grow inside of me and get better over time. So motivation is it comes from within. I can be
Yeah.
inspired on the outside, but I
Yeah.
myself becomes motivated by what I attend myself to, what I engage
Absolutely.
myself in, where do I spend my time, who gets my attention. So it's about your environment. You got to be in an environment conducive for winning. One of my mentors, Mr. Rob Davis, says that all the time. We
Oh
got to be in
God.
an environment where we have a shot to do the things we
Mm.
say we want to do. So it's important to just be plugged in and to be interactive. Small daily actions will create massive results. So if I had
Wow.
small daily actions towards a goal, small. See, we think it's the big thing. No, it's the small thing. It's what I do when nobody's watching. It's what I do
Mm.
with consistency. That's the word of the century.
Mm. Mm.
Consistency. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So it's
Mm.
important for you to be consistent in your efforts in order to get quality results. So I'm motivated because I focus on motivation, affirmations, prayers, positive people. What you think about, you bring about, Carrie. So I know you know that. So that's
Wow.
the deal. I just stay in the environment where winners can win.
I'm just in awe, and I love that. My dad has always taught me, shouts out to Bishop Kerry Rivers, is to hang around the people you want to be like. If you want to be wealthy, hang around wealthy people. If you want to be intellectual, hang around the intellects. But if you want to be poor, hang around people that don't manage money.
Come
So
on.
so we
Come on.
we are in yeah, I totally agree. Motivation is based on what you allow in and what you put your ear to. I was listening to a young lady on YouTube, and she used the phrase tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. So you always want to be tuned in,
That's
tap
good.
in, and then you want to be turned
Mm-hmm.
on. Abraham Hicks, she's I've
Fire.
been listening to her for years. And so what I'm enjoying your energy. I do appreciate what you bring, and I really, really do thank you. And there are a lot of
Here.
people that are chiming in that are loving it too. I want to tap into a little bit about what you do. Now I know
Okay.
a lot of people want to get started in business. You are a business owner, and you offer a part-time second stream of income opportunity. What it is about your part-time opportunity that you feel that stands out in comparison to other part-time opportunities?
That's an amazing question, Carrie.
It is.
It's an amazing question, and I hope I give an amazing answer. So here
I'm
we
sure
go.
you will. You will.
Here we go. What separates or what causes my opportunity to stand out compared to other part-time opportunities? The number one answer is we get paid.
Oh, say it again.
We get paid around these parts. What we do
Okay.
pays cash money. Okay. So real quick, I'm just going to tell a little bit about my story. My best girlfriend introduced me to this business right out of college. I went to Temple University. Shout out to you. What? That was my school. I had a great collegiate experience. Got a degree in marketing, associate's degree in African American studies. Power to the people.
Okay.
Did all that, right? But the fast forward to the point, had this whole corporate America plan. I was good, Carrie. I was going to be the minority marketing director of Coca-Cola. I was going straight to the top. You could have told me nothing. I was going to do it, 6-figure female, going to get it done. But God said, I'm going to take you another route. And I got to a business part-time. And guys, I was coachable. The key to any business is to be coachable, guys. We were taught how to instructions and pay attention when we were 5. But sometimes we're grown adults, we forget. We got to be coachable. We have to be students. Even though I'm grown, I'm new at this. So if you're willing to be coached and groomed, everybody needs a coach. Michael Jordan had a coach. The best of the best had they're the ones who take the greatest advice, and that's why they're so excellent, and that's why they're champions. But guys, what's absolutely our business is the money. That's a lot of opportunities out there, but a lot of people not make. You got to do way too much to get paid. And in this business, I was able to replace my job income working a fraction of the time, so I quit my job. So if you really want an opportunity to make some money and not exchange hours for dollars, we are the great separator in our business because we really get paid for what we do, and we do an amazing service. So that's the second thing that makes us so great is our service is timeless. Financial services will never go out of business. It's not a fad. Never. It's not something that's in this year and out next year. How we handle our money and how we grow our money will never be something we have to stop doing. So I think the service is amazing. They say if you solve big problems, you get big checks.
Yeah, I like that. Say that again.
So
if you solve big problems, you get big checks. That is amazing.
That's it all day. 365.
I love that. I love that. Listen, I can attest to the financial services because I'm connected to it too. So I definitely understand.
Yes.
And I just can appreciate your stance and how you've been handling yourself. So just to segue into this next question that I have. So being into financial services, how early should a person consider financially investing into their legacy? How early do you think they should?
The day they were born, the day they was created in their parents' womb. No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
No, no, I don't think it's. Hey, listen, I take it for serious because I definitely.
The parents could be planting them seeds while that baby's up in there. You know what I'm saying? They can definitely do that. But to give the more, politically correct answer, I'm going to say that I believe there is even some opportunities. I'm going to say this to the parents. There's opportunities for your teenagers to have, minor IRAs, individual retirement accounts when they're teenagers working. There's a way you can hire your child and put money away for their future tax deferred. So there's some options there. Right. But I'm going to take it to 18. You grown. It's not a lot of 18-year-olds saving $1 a day. We teach the importance of investing, and you can save $30. You can save $25 a month with us. A college student can do that. If you save $30 over 40 years, that's $300,000 cash. The average retirement is less than $200,000. So even just a little $30 will put you ahead of most people in terms of what they have saved for retirement. But we really want to talk numbers. We want you to put $200 a month away, 35 years. At a decent return, you can have over $1 million saved. Now, if we kick inflation in there, we really need to have $2 to $3 million saved. So the younger you are, the better. Pay yourself first. Treat yourself like a bill. You are your greatest asset. Your ability to earn income is your greatest asset, not your house, not your car. So it's not what you make, it's what you keep. So our target market is 25 to 55. So we figure by 25, you should be strong enough, responsible enough, starting your career that you should make it a major decision to pay yourself first, no later than the age of 25. But I got some 18-year-olds on my team right now, 19-year-olds. And so my mission is to help them get started now.
Wow.
Shout out to DJ.
Such a phenomenal.
19 years old, ready to do something special with his life.
You said his name is DJ?
Yes.
Nice. Shouts out to DJ. Listen, it takes courage as a young person, especially under the age of 21, to really start putting yourself in a position to be a millionaire by the time you're my age. Hey, listen, shouts out to DJ. Don't know you personally, man, but hey, congratulations on making that move. Congratulations on making that move. I want to know a little bit more now. I there's some other things now. You're going to be back. We're going to have you back. Yes, so just for the time that we have, though, I want to make sure that I come up into this next question, tapping into another area of your life. So we know you do the financial services. We know that you're leading a huge team and you're bringing people to the, I guess we can call to the promised land. So you're bringing them to the promised land. But see, while you're bringing them to the promised land, you kind of keep them in check sometimes with the ability to write a book. So you co-authored a book. So I hear that. So, you got a new book written with 8 successful business women. The title is Women Who Break Rules, a new guidebook for business success. Yes. So the question is, what are your top key takeaway points you want people to get from reading this book?
Okay, so Carrie, I'm like fired up, super excited, jacked up, like on a whole nother level about this process here.
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Now, my business is what segued me into this particular book, but it was always an intention of mine and a desire of mine to be an author. You know, one of the things, Carrie, is I like to talk.
Okay.
And the Lord said, I'm going to control how you talk, because I'm an elder. I've been in ministry since the age of 26 years old. So if you're going to talk so much, you're going to talk for me. Okay. So he's instructed me to speak on his word and do his thing. The second thing that I'm able to do is to write a book, so I can put my words to a pen. And so I'm fired up about the business. God isn't orchestrating all of this. I give him all the praise, all the honor for the steps that he's been ordering my steps in the direction that he's taken me in. But Absolutely. Yes, I joined a women's networking group. Shout out to Women's Power Network, working under the direction of Marilyn Shannon. She's the top leader, but my local leader is Alicia Greer Lewis. And I've been with these ladies for the last 4 years, and we've been riding and dying. We've been getting it done. Sharing and supporting one another in business. We all got separate businesses, but we support and network. Again, show me your friends, Carrie, and I'm going to show you your future. So birds of a feather flock together, hang around 4 broke people, you're going to be the 5th. Hang around 4 millionaires, you're going to be the 5th. So I'm inspired to be around people that's doing something. So this book, with the takeaway is, you can do it. You can do it. You a boss chick. You are all that. God set you up. He equipped you. He gave you what it takes to be in business, and you can get the job done. You know, check out your history. This book made me dig deep. I interviewed my mom, Carrie, and I learned some stuff about my dad. I already knew my dad was an entrepreneur. He was an entrepreneur for 50 plus years before he passed. And my mother and father, 53 years, beautiful couple, loved each other to the day he left here. But my dad was such an inspiration to me. So he's in the book. My mom is in the book. My team is in the book. We're talking about success. You know, it's failure to failure to success to success. You got to fail to succeed, and never giving up, and being young and in business and feeling intimidated, and how you have to get past that, and you got to grow your skill, and you got to know what you're doing and get your confidence up and your self-esteem up, and with that in your corner, you can't lose. So the book is amazing. It is truly a success guide for business and for life, and if anybody picks it up, you're going to get a lot out of it. I promise you.
I believe it. We're definitely going to be bringing you back so we can talk about the books, and hopefully we can get a couple of the authors here too.
Yes.
That we can actually kind of showcase a bit and have a conversation about what you guys are presenting to the world. I really think it's definitely, to me, is important that women for the most, make sure that you read and understand and just allow yourself to read, to become an intellectual, be a expertise at the subject matter that you're positioning yourself in. I say that because, women are responsible for carrying the future nation. Like, whether the father is around or not, that baby is stuck with you for 9 months. So whatever you feed the ears of that child, they get it from you first as a woman.
Thanks.
And if the baby will go no higher than the intellect of that mother. And so I push women to ensure, especially if you're looking at being a mother, you're looking at being a guide of some sort, make sure that you read, make sure that you pursue getting your mind worthy and set for opening up yourself for intellectual guidelines, because you are responsible. You give life, you provide, or you're the canal for the life to bring those lives into this world. So just, I shouts out to your group, and I look forward to speaking to you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I do. I mean, we're gonna have to get ready to wrap up. Listen, it's really been fun on the couch on K's Couch today. Listen, Crystal, you are a phenomenal person. You are phenomenal and phenomenal creation. Shouts out to your husband. You know, thank you for allowing us to speak to her this morning.
I love him. He's the best.
Yeah. Shouts out to him. You know, to be on fire like you know, you got to be in a place to where you got to have a great man that allows that fire to be what it is. So shouts out to him, man.
He's
big touch. Shouts out to him. So before we go, is there anything that you would like for the audience to take away from you? And, you know, best way we could follow you, you know, social media and things of that nature?
Yes, thank you, sir. I just basically want to say from a financial standpoint is what I do is we help families to get properly protected. We didn't talk much about that, but we do protect families in terms of life insurance, and we help families to invest. And in life, you got two issues to deal with. You're going to die early or live long. And I don't mean to be so blunt, but I do. So we just need to be prepared. You know, we need to be prepared. And that's the challenge. And I'm sorry to say this, but typically in the African-American and minority communities, we tend to have the highest numbers of folks falling short in these areas. And one of my passions and one of my commitments is to say, that stops. Like, that's not going to be happening in my family, not on my watch. If you know me, you need to make sure your family is protected properly, guys. All protection is not equal. All programs that are being offered are not equal. Give us a shot. Give me a call and let me evaluate it. And if it's straight, I'm going to tell you if it's straight. If it's not, I'm going to tell you it's not. You know, and it's best to be prepared and not needed than to need it and not be prepared. So get your house in order. You know, we buying houses, physical ones, but our financial houses are in ruin. You know, and if you build a house on an unstable foundation, it's going to sink. If your house is on quicksand, it's going to sink. So if your financial house is on quicksand, it's going to sink. So, you know, let's not be procrastinators. Let's be innovators. You know, let's be proactive and not reactive. Oftentimes we realize that something's important when it's too late. When tragedy strikes, then we decide, you know, oh, let me get it together. You know, let's be proactive. You know, God has called us to be prepared and equipped people. So let's act like it. So I encourage you guys to get it done and take care of your families. And let's just think forward focus and face and be positive. And let's just be the best contributor to society that we can be while we're on this side.
I love it. Listen. You heard it from the boss. She called herself the boss chick. So you heard it from the boss chick today. Listen, I'm excited to be connected. I'm excited for this conversation today. We will be having you back. Definitely we'll be talking about the book. Yeah, say hi to your team.
Bay Shop, we love y'all. Let's go. Let's rock. Let's do it this year. 2021. Let's break some records. This month included.
Absolutely. This month's included. It's not the 31st, so you still got time. Team. So listen, it's been great. I am so happy and elated for this conversation today. You are amazing, Crystal. I need you to keep that up and keep that going. To those that are following the couch, listen, you know, you can follow me at Carrie Rivershead on Facebook. You go to Instagram. You can follow me at K Rivers 3rd. You know, I'm on Twitter. That's Standard Magazine 1, and you can always follow me here online. So I'm excited. You guys are amazing, as I always say. Love life and live love. There's no other way to do it. Listen, shouts out to everybody. Y'all be blessed. And it happened here on the couch, K's Couch.